it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, will I point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is taken at the 23. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson now. Flush to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Jackson looking to throw on third. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Leo. He's 6'6". Pull it, hop, shoot.
They will run for the first time here with White, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready, break.
Mike, 58, right there.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check mark 45. Check mark 45. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? 45 is the mic. You got double up.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, here's Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Gotta do better.
Hey, Haywood.
Out. Hey, check Mike.
Big grip.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 61 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side with Jones. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We got 4. Niners 7. Buccaneers nothing.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
It's our time. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 56 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Kaepernick. That'll be complete to Breida. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Jackson. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Switch. Switch.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 14 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it with Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
This is taken around the 12. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54.
From the gun, Jackson. Airing this one out for Evans. Well, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, watch the ball. Fire.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 45. Mike, 45. Let's go. 45 to Mike.
Kaepernick going to throw. Got his target, Samuel. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, as the first half is winding down, and the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Let's go.
At their own 38-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Jones. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Jackson on first down. For the left side, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Look at me. Score. Score. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And his kick is indeed good. And they take a 17-14 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Look, squeeze. Get it.
And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Go, 50, plant. Hey, Sam off. Ready?
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
8, read.
Here we go, G. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Topper, topper.
Check right.
Rock it.
He can't hang.
Let's go.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Terry Godwin. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Go out.
Kill.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now Kaepernick. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Fire.
To throw, Kaepernick. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, 49ers. John Brown on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On 3rd down, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Down. 60 outlaw.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Kaepernick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check 56. Check 3. Check 81. Check. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Check. Check.
Again, it's Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you.
This is caught at the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on first down, they did that plus 3.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Now Kaepernick taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This complete to Jones. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson will throw again. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Mike, 57. Here we go. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
4th down, here's Jackson, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?